Hello everyone, welcome to Gosport Railworks. My name is James and today I'll be working on my Thomas the Tank layout, recreating Audrey's first version of the Ffarquhar branch line. And yeah, this is his original, well, I say it's his original plan. I think this is what somebody drew of his original layout. And I've done my best at recreating that in TrackCAD. And I printed it all off so I can glue it onto the baseboard so I can know where I'm going to be sticking all the track which I bought. To mention about the track, it's been very difficult trying to get points. This is all the points which I've been able to get. It's all apart from one. Luckily it's not one which I have to worry about for a little while. It's this one down here. I think it was going to be another curve like this one. However, I've only been able to find one, and so that's going to be in some place more important, which is over here. But all the other ones, which were going to be curved, I've had to rework as best I can using some small straight ones. Basically rework it so I can basically get the layout more or less as close as I can with the track I can find, because it's been very difficult trying to find track. But anyway, talk about the track in a bit later. First thing we'd have to do is basically get all this layout which I've printed off, glue it onto the baseboard and wait for it to dry. Then I'll be doing the first bit of actual landscaping, because I have to do it now before anything else is stuck onto the layout, and that is cut the channel for the little stream here. And I've done my best at trying to copy that by basically in TrackCAD I basically drew a line following where it will live. That's the end of it. It's on one of these other bits of papers. It's not that one. It's somewhere. It may be in this lot. Possibly. I'll find it eventually. But yeah, basically I just drew a line following the route of the stream, and then I basically left it like that so I can do a bit of artistic license of how I'm going to cut it. And once I've cut it out, I'll also be getting a Dremel just to smooth off the edges and also make a little bit of a sloped bank. Then I'll be able to glue on the bottom a bit of wood just to, well, basically hold in all the fake water. So yes, that's the plan. And yeah, I better get on gluing all this lot on. So I'm going to be gluing all this lot on today. Tomorrow we'll be working on the river, and if I get, well, I'll see what I can do later today. I may be able to do the initial holes to cut out the river. Tomorrow I'll definitely be cutting out the river, and I may do the track another the day after. So it'll take me about 3 days just to work on this. But yeah, hopefully it shouldn't be too difficult. And good thing about having all these grids on here, will be able to help me work out where all the buildings live, because I have been trying to match as best I can. Anyway, I'm going to stop going on and actually get to work. So I'll see you in a bit. So, see you in a bit. Right, here we are with pretty much all the track work all finished. And let me just sit down. There we go. And I'm quite pleased with it. It did take a bit longer than I planned, but I also did have a break. So it was mainly because cutting out this trench for the river took it out of me for one day, and then just being tired after work made it basically I wasn't all that much in the mood to continue on sometimes. So yeah, I did have to stretch it out, but anyway, that's pretty much all done. The only thing which I've got left is just this these two fiddle yard rows sidings. That's the word I wanted. And yeah, I've got plenty of track for that. All I need is this point. I have got some holes for the point motors. I'm only going to have 6 point motors on this. So I've got one for, so I've got going to have 2 for this switch over, another 2 for the switch over. That's for the run around loop. And then I've got going to have one for these 2 sidings, and one for the main point to go into the station. And the reason why I've got like this is because these other ones are in the fiddle yard, so I can just flip them with my hands, well, with my fingers, and no one's going to really notice. So these ones are the main ones that I need to get, don't want to say automated, motorized or something like that. But yeah, so that's going to be not too bad. And since these are insular frog points, I don't have to worry about powering the frog, because I can't do that really anyway, because it's a bit of a bit plastic, so no worries with that. So yeah, all I have to do is just wire them in and just make sure that they can flip that back and forth. There we go. I'm a little OCD with that. But the thing which I'm most impressed with is the little bridge over here, because it's got a little bit of wood underneath to support it, a very thin bit of wood. I've managed to find some, and yeah, this will be a first axle deep river on a layout, and the first railway bridge, not including the the viaduct which I tried to do for Gosport, the first version of Gosport hours. But yeah, not including that, this will be my first proper bridge, and hopefully it'll go well. Anyway, next video on this is me wiring up, I think it's wiring up all the track. I may or may not be adding the point motors, and I can't quite remember. I have got a plan of what to do, I just don't remember what I'm doing. That's why I use a spreadsheet to remember it all. Hopefully by then I'll also get this sorted out as well, when I can find this point. Really annoying. But yeah, that's pretty much it really. I might change this point with a curved one, basically another one of these. But that depends if I can find one of them as well. These are more expensive. But anyway, that's pretty much it really for this episode, or this video, whichever you feel like calling it. And yeah, I'm quite impressed with how it's gone. Yeah. Hopefully soon I'll be able to run Thomas on it. At least going round and round. Probably next video. Anyway, I hope to see you again next time, and yeah, take care now. Bye bye.